Hello guys, welcome to RideVP, the Rideshare channel. My name is Serge, and in today's video, I'm getting ready to go back and work for Lyft for the first time, what seems to be like in a while. It's been at least a couple months since my permanent, is that the right way to do the quotation marks? Permanent deactivation. Seems like they fixed the problem, and now I'm back. So let me turn the app on. See what's up. It says look, welcome back right there at the top. Let's back out. So the very first thing I'm gonna start is by saying that I'm glad to be back. I hate to be limited. I hate when somebody limits you. It is one thing when you don't want to do something, right? And I might not want to do it necessarily, but I hate when somebody could say like, you're fired or you're deactivated, like you do not have the ability to even do this anymore. Who likes that? Like nobody likes that. And I was feeling very disappointed for being deactivated, to say the least. I wasn't even thinking about coming back, especially if I had to fight for it, because they did not even give me the benefit of the doubt. I have 5-star rating still. You can see 2.2 years of service and 5,071 rides. And to get deactivated, wow. And I was a platinum status at the time. And I know a lot of you guys don't even really care for that because, you know, that means you just accept all kinds of junk. But not a good feeling, But now it's pretty good. So let's see, is there anything in my radar? Earlier there was a $40 ride, but I was with my family. We just got out of church, and then I got this notification. Yeah, they keep displaying welcome back the whole time that I'm actually looking at this. Okay, I'm just trying to see what's going on here. So there's an earnings guarantee, $410 for 36 ride. That starts 5 a.m. Monday morning. I will be working on that. And what is this? 9/11. So that's the earnings guarantee. Okay, it just shows up once. Then I do have some streaks Monday morning. We got a streak at 6 a.m., 3 p.m., 9:15 p.m. Why is this repeating itself? That's Monday 9/11, Monday 9/11 again. It's kind of like repeating itself again. Monday, like it's just repeating the same old thing. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. There is some more guarantees that I got right there. So let me tell you what they are. So 9/11, which is Monday, that's the beginning of the week, till 9/15, earnings guarantee of $410 for 36 rides. Then we got 785 guarantee, complete 69 rides. Now I'm saying earnings guarantee because this is a little bit misleading, because technically that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, because normally if they throw out a bonus at you, like a new driver, that's an earnings guarantee for 69 rides. So let's say 785 divided by 69 rides, that's 1137 average per ride. So that is not bad. Because there's gonna be some short ones, some long ones. Now 69 rides, that's a little bit much, and it's only giving me 3 days to do it, unless it's gonna be super busy. That's gonna be the weekend. So let's see, like 25, 50, another 25, 75. I mean, it is a possibility. It's gonna be close. It's a lot better than 90, because they had 90 rides before. So we have 785 starts at 9:15, and it just repeats itself. Okay. So it is in September. School is back in full swing. Let's go online and start driving. So I just came online. I'm gonna go ahead and take silent mode off. So I'm going to begin by just accepting all the rides. I do not recommend that you do that, right? But tell me in the comments below, what would you do if you were just deactivated and you were reactivated? Would you try to take it easy, or would you just like say, well, no, like I'm just gonna take only what makes sense, which you should do that, right? But I hate to say it, but I feel almost kind of like I'm on a trial here, trial period, and they got me back, and they're probably observing what will happen, how will I do things, and things of that nature. I know I should not be concerned, right, overall, but I do not want to be deactivated. I don't like to be deactivated. Who likes to be deactivated? And I've gotten lots of comments from you guys saying that you were deactivated for one reason or another. So a lot of you guys have been commenting in the comments below that you were deactivated but you're still not reactivated, and you're asking me for maybe like some insight into how to get reactivated. And I will tell you kind of like what I did, but I also will make a video where I will show you what I did, and that's, I guess, two different things. So firstly, let's retrace the steps, and I'll tell you why I got deactivated. You could make your own decision on why you think that is. A lot of you guys have made that decision, and you think it's because of something that I did. Truth be told, I did not do nothing wrong. I was completely wrongfully deactivated. And next, I will begin by saying, no, I did not sue them. No, I did not hire an attorney. Probably wrong on my part, but I was at a point where I'm thinking, okay, well, they don't want me, fine. Like, I'm not even going to fight for it, you know. But maybe if you sue them, there will be some money there for lost wages and all stuff. I just did not feel like really going through that stuff. I have enough stuff to deal with, just focusing on my own personal growth and things that I'm doing, that I decided that I'll just focus on that versus trying to get reactivated. And so no, I did not do that. However, if you have been deactivated, you could go to gigrocket.com. I guess this is something that Rideshare Professor does. If you've been watching his channel, he talks about all the time, and you could get some help there. I did not do that. Now, what I did do, however, is I fought for my reactivation with emails, not with phone calls, and I've used ChatGPT to help construct the best sounding letter, you know, that you could send them. Now, I've done that total of 2 times. The very first time I sent them a letter, it sounded like it sounded like it's coming from an attorney, but there's such a thing as self-representation, and we are not in court. I did not say there was an attorney, but I made it sound like an attorney. You know, I did not list any attorney. I actually put my own name there and put my own phone number that they could contact. So I wanted them to look at that, and according to the letter, which sounded very reasonable, they needed to basically request whatever they needed to request through the proper legal means and whatnot without invading my privacy. So what does that all mean? And I know I'm speaking a little bit vague here. I will show you in the email what I did send. That is the video I'm planning to just screen record. It'll show you like exactly what I sent. But initially, when Lyft deactivated me, they sent me like just a message popped up on my Uber app saying I'm deactivated, and an email came through saying I was like temporarily account on hold or something, temporarily deactivated, something like that. So after that, I got a phone call, which happened sometime in about like 24 hours later, okay? Probably even slightly more than 24 hours, maybe like 30 hours. Because I got deactivated at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I got a call by 6 p.m. Wasn't sure if it was that same day or was the day after. So I'm not sure on that, but that doesn't really matter. So I got a chance to speak to somebody at Lyft, and they seemed like they wanted me to prove my innocence. So immediately I'm guilty, and they wanted me to prove it with a video, because I did tell them I have a video, and that's probably my mistake to start off with that, right? Because I kind of thought that by me saying that I have a video, they're just gonna believe it and decide just like not to even deal with it, right? Because I have a video. But that did not help my case, because then they wanted me to send them approximately 2 hours of video from my dash cam, which I could have done, right? I have high-speed internet connection. I could have done that. But I'm thinking, okay, I'm pretty observative. I see what my passenger's doing. I didn't see anybody recording me. So maybe somebody recorded, but maybe they didn't. I doubt that they had proof of anything. And even if they did, I did not do nothing wrong. So I knew that I'm on the right here. So why should I have to prove my innocence when a passenger just says something for a $4 ride, out of all things? And I knew who it was, because this girl came in with an attitude. She did not want to put a seatbelt on, which I asked her kindly to just put it on. Also, she did not close the door all the way, which I kindly said, door's not closed, you just need to close it. Maybe she thought I had an attitude. You never know. There's just certain people that you just don't click with, and maybe she didn't like me. I didn't think nothing of it. Like, to me, it's like normal. I've had people rude about the seatbelt before. They don't want to put it on. I'm sure you did too, right? But this person claimed that I was using Twitter, out of all things, while on the ride. Now, first of all, Twitter is not exciting for me. Maybe it is for you, but Twitter for me is not exciting. I have a Twitter account. I don't really use it unless I'm advertising something. If I'm promoting a video, like maybe I'll send a link. But I haven't even done that for about 3 years. I don't even send nothing to Twitter to promote. Now I'm gonna start, since I wrote a couple books and I'm gonna be writing more, so I would like to be able to get some eyeballs on it. That would be nice. But that person completely lied. So just because it's Twitter, leave it at that. I wasn't on Twitter. It would be very, very inconvenient, to say the least, to use Twitter while I'm on the ride with my phone. If I gotta look where I'm going, right? It just doesn't even make no sense. All right. So, with that being said, and this is maybe something that you should keep in mind, I have an iPad which is mounted here, very nicely. Well, actually, let me show you. Actually, it's not very convenient for me to do that, but it's mounted right there. You see that? So that's an iPad. All right. So on that iPad, I have my Airpods like this. Let me show you. So I'm gonna take the AirPod out, stick it in my ear. All right. The passenger was sitting on that side. Okay. No AirPod here. Just, when you're listening to something like a podcast or whatever, you want to just listen to one ear. See, it's right there. So I'm aware of all the sounds, everything. I could hear my phone's GPS. Sometimes I turn the GPS off. And this was early in the morning. This was between 4 and 5 a.m. But they wanted video from 4 to 6 a.m. So at that time, I was heavily researching Teslas. Even though I know about Teslas, but you want to see what other people say, what other people do. And I was just listening to a Tesla review. It was a podcast style review of a guy talking about a Tesla Model X. I was considering maybe buying a used Model X, right? And that was it. I didn't need to look at the podcast. I was looking straight. I did not, drive bad. You're probably thinking I'm doing bad right now just by me showing you what I'm doing with the phone and blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't even doing that much. I had my, one or both hands on my steering wheel. Sometimes I'm just like laid back a little, but I'm just like chilling. I got like one arm like on my armrest here and one arm driving. That's comfortable for me and that's fine. This is a big vehicle, being that it's a Range Rover. And, it's comfortable. I'm okay with it. But apparently that person just said, they're going to make up a story on Twitter. And I'm thinking like, look, we're driving here sometimes anywhere from 8 to 12 hours per day, sometimes longer. Like in my case, if I work a full shift of 12 hours, I have 1 hour commute. Like right now I'm driving, you don't hear any availabilities for me. Like I'm not getting anything. I am available. So I got to drive 1 hour to Charlotte, 1 hour back. So that's like a 14-hour day already. And then on top of that, I will stop and eat something. I don't like to eat in my vehicle, so I want to have a proper lunch. Maybe I take 30 minutes, maybe I take an hour, I don't even look. So sometimes I'm in my vehicle for 15 hours, and it gets repetitive really quick. Like if you know what I'm talking about, like when you drive so much, especially between 450 miles a day, this gets so repetitive, it's like riding a bike. Like it just feels like normal. And it's nice to be able to listen to a podcast. It's nice to be able to listen to like some music in the ear or listen to an audiobook, right? Or listen to a YouTube video. Do that a lot. Well, actually podcasts, I'm watching them on YouTube. So, it's like, that just kind of like makes sense for me. Maybe somebody thinks you should not do that, right? But this is the best thing about being self-employed. You don't have to listen to what somebody else is saying. Like you could do whatever you want. Like this is your business, right? You could choose who you want to do business with, how you do your business. Like this is our choice. So apparently we're being treated like employees. Like they're trying to baby us. Like they're telling us what we can do and cannot do. But we are not guaranteed any amount of income. We don't have any benefits. We don't have like none of that stuff. We're just contractors. So I enjoy my freedom. I would like to do whatever I want with my freedom, as long as it's being safe. And I only do it because I feel safe doing it, So with that being said, somebody probably felt jealous that I'm over here listening to a podcast. I don't know why they put Twitter. They would have probably done a lot better when they said YouTube. I would have agreed to it. I'll be like, yeah, it's a podcast, but it's on YouTube, but it's not Twitter, But they said phone. iPad is different than a phone, so that was on my iPad, so I wasn't listening on my phone. But anyways, I have multiple phones. Like I'm recording on this phone here, which is my Samsung Galaxy S23, and I got an iPhone 13 Pro Max over here on this side. I don't even have the latest and greatest. But it's 1,000 gigabytes, so plenty of space for me to record videos. This one doesn't have that much storage. This is the lowest Samsung S23, like the lowest one. So not a lot of stuff. So I record videos and I'll upload them and I'll delete them. I think I got like 32 gigs of space. But anyways, guys, I hope this was insightful, at least to know what and how, in case you guys did not hear this before, right? But without really stretching things out, even more. When I did talk to the person, I did explain to him everything. He said he wanted a video. I recorded a video for you guys saying that I'm not going to provide a video. I sent them an email sounding like it's coming from an attorney, and that if I send a video to them, it violates my privacy, and it was like not justified, whatever. And shortly after, my account was just like deactivated. It's like boom, just permanently deactivated, and that was the end of it. So then I let some time pass, maybe like a couple weeks pass, and I wrote him a letter again, from ChatGPT, letting them know they need to that I was wrongfully deactivated, and that they need to immediately reactivate my account, or they're gonna have a lawsuit coming. So I'm gonna sue them. That's basically like how I stated. Like I was very direct. It was not a long letter. I could show you exactly what I wrote. So I'd say about 2 weeks has passed since then, maybe 3. Okay, it's kind of hard to keep up with this stuff. And now I'm reactivated. Whether or not that letter has helped, I do not know. I do not even know if they replied to that letter. I did not check. But when I'm going to be pulling up that letter, I'm going to see if I even got a reply. Because if I got a reply, then yes, that letter potential has helped. But at this point, all I know is that on the app it says that the problem was resolved. Whatever that problem was. It's resolved. But truth be told, I mean, all of it is truth, but I'm just like, this is a, how should I say, like, well, anyways, I forgot the actual word I want to use. It would make a lot of sense, but anyways, what do I want to tell you? I do want to say that right now, because school year's back, it's almost the middle of September. I think they need more drivers. Soon the holiday is gonna hit, and I think Uber's taking a big chunk out of their bottom line. That would be the correct word for it. And I think Lyft overall is losing drivers just because Lyft sucks, you know. And Uber sucks as well, but Uber's better than Lyft, if that makes any sense. So Lyft is in trouble. So I think the company's bleeding, and I'm talking about like bleeding resources, right? So they're trying to keep afloat. So now they're gonna do anything they can to try to entice drivers again to come work for them. Potentially they're gonna start paying a little bit more, which will not last. It might last about a month, if that. And then they're gonna go back to doing things like they always do. And that's just kind of like these games that they like to play. But now that I have a choice between the two apps, Uber's sort of like on rest right now, while Lyft is enticing me with all this stuff. I'm like, okay, let me come to Lyft. Let me complete these little things that they give me, right? Let's see what it's gonna be like. And then I'm going to go back and work for Uber if they're enticing me with something. But I really don't need Uber or Lyft anymore. Since Lyft permanently deactivated my account, I rethought my whole plan, and I'm thinking, that makes sense. That makes sense. Nothing in life is guaranteed. The only guarantees that you will have is something that you create yourself. So me being a creator, posting stuff to YouTube, plus I'm creative, you know, I build stuff, I have businesses where I sell stuff and I fix stuff, you know. Now I'm writing books, which will also roll into audiobooks a little bit later on. And on top of that, I will be creating courses, because I actually like this kind of stuff. I know it might seem boring to some people, but I actually enjoy it. I enjoy the thought process. I enjoy the actual process of putting out helpful content, and on top of that, helpful books. And something like with books, when you start writing, right, and then you edit the stuff, and you write some more, and you edit it, you write some more and stuff. It feels like I'm learning from that as well, because I am, and because I have to research a lot of stuff, and I'm enjoying that process. So it's kind of like I'm creating a piece of content. But the cool thing is, I don't have to I don't have to like make it like a exact video of that. Like, if I really plan my videos out properly, like you should, come up with a script, it will take the human element out of it, you know, because it's gonna be like too scripted. And I just want to be myself with you guys. It's kind of like, you know, when you have a job, a professional job, but then you go back to your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, do you talk to her the same way that you talk to your co-workers? Do you talk to your wife or girlfriend or parents the same way that you would to your boss, or the same way you would to your customers? No, you would not. You just take it easy. And I just like to take it easy, and I'm just like being myself, and I'm not being, how should I say, very polished, when it comes to creating a piece of content for you guys that's exactly perfect. No, because I'm a human being, I make mistakes. I want you guys to be able to see that, because I'm absolutely fine with it, But when you're creating a book and you're writing things, you're able to put exactly the information how it's supposed to be. You have to keep verifying stuff, and you just make it right, because make sure it's perfect for the reader, So I think the books that I have made, 2 of them that I have wrote so far, I think I did a really good job. But I'll probably look back, maybe, and of course, hopefully I gain experience, and maybe I'll say, my books was not that great, maybe, but I gave it all my own, guys. I really did. But here's the thing. With anything that you do, you can't wait till you're perfect. So right now, I think I'm fine, right? And I tried to do a very good job. But with the next book, I tried to do an even better job. So when a third book comes, I'm going to do an even better job. And that's just kind of like a learning process, because I'm hoping to improve something, even if it's a little bit, each time I do something. And that goes for anything. And my goal, to be a writer, to be able to help through that. My goal later on to become a motivational speaker, get on stage, speak to a bunch of people. But at the same time, I'm growing my businesses, so I'll be able to speak from that as well and give you some insights. But sometimes I feel lucky. I'm very, very lucky. But when I think about it, it is not luck. I planned everything. Maybe not a perfect plan, but everything was planned. And the takeaway is going to be from this little comment is that life is like a game. And whatever you think about, you could create. So don't limit yourself by thinking that you can't when you haven't even tried. So start with what you know. Do that. And as you do it, you will improve. Because as they say, practice makes perfect. Something like writing a book, I wanted to do it for a very long time. I started many times but never finished. But now I'm like, when I start, I end up finishing. So while I was being home, not only that I worked on my business, I'm working on additional business which can later transform into being like a really, really good residual income. I am not expecting anything to happen right away. I'm not like to get any kind of like income, but I do feel that my content that I'm producing, like as far as the books goes, it's definitely good enough for somebody to actually buy and to enjoy it, because the information is valid. This is something I would personally read myself. So now I'm going to create other books that can help people, and I have lots of ideas that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So my goal is to motivate and help people. Help people become independent. This is why my first book, How to Start a Small Business. My second book, I'm teaching people how to write books. So basically, a book can be a business, but you take that idea how to become, a business. If you want it to be books, you could apply it towards that. And I give all the insights into how you can write a book, and in collaboration with AI, because I use that. This is definitely speeds up the process, speeds up the workflow. You definitely not going to make any spelling mistakes, like anything. It's kind of like almost kind of like having a ghostwriter, which is absolutely great, and ghostwriting your own books. It's not simple to just go to ChatGPT and write a book. You have to have a process, a plan, and I lay all that plan out in the second book. But anyways, guys, I will provide links to my book in the description for a limited time from Monday till Friday. The book is going to be completely free in ebook. There's also paperback, which does cost money, but ebook completely free. Please take advantage of it, download it, and please leave me like a review. And even if you feel like you don't like to read books or anything, you know, if you respect me in any type of way, right, like even just like a tiny bit, and you would like to somewhat contribute to my success, man, I would like really appreciate you, because by you getting that free book and leaving me like just your feedback, you could leave a review as well. But this will help promote the book and get it to the front pages, because the competition is huge. There's probably billions of books, guys. It is just huge. So to do these books, it takes a long time. But even if I will not experience any success with it, I don't care. I will still write these books, just like I do these YouTube channels. I don't expect success right away, but eventually success will come. I'm gonna say something funny right now, which is probably gonna be funny because it's probably not gonna sound like realistic. Okay, in the next 6 months, I plan to write between 40 and 50 books. That is my plan. Now, if I could do more, I will, but I'm going to push myself to get there. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. See you in the next video, and I'll talk to you later. Have fun.